I don't like the way women are portrayed in media because we're always seen as like weak or lesser or like servants on men.
I do not. I think that women are overly sexualized, especially in advertisements and in like TV shows and movies.
For the most part, they're like just seen as objects there to be like used by men. I feel like they're kind of like an afterthought most of the time.
Growing up, it was always the woman depends on the man. Oh, the man has to save her. Like, women couldn't do anything like independently.
I think that there's definitely more of a focus on women's bodies and not them as a person.
I feel like seeing everybody, all the women that are in the like media industry, it is kind of like providing unrealistic beauty expectations because they all look extremely flawless, and it's like, how can I get that?
Yeah, I'm definitely not a Victoria's Secret model. Never have been.
Yeah, I'd say for sure. I'm really hesitant, I guess. I mean, editing your like pictures and stuff like that is one thing, but to the point to where like you can edit your waistline and all that stuff, and I guess like CoverGirl ads. We've seen like those how like edited they are.
I like a lot of the new like body friendly whatever campaigns that like embrace everybody's bodies, and I think that media is moving more towards that. I think it's just going to take a while, but
I felt insecure about myself after seeing how women are portrayed in the media, just because they're usually like tall and skinny with long hair, mostly white, and so I felt like that was like the beauty standard of society.
The only pressure I've ever felt is having to have that like stereotypical like swimsuit body, like the perfect toned abs and like the nice butt.
I've definitely felt insecure because of things that I've seen in the media as far as the ideal woman. I just feel like over the years, and it's always changed from being blonde and blue-eyed, or nowadays where it's being curvy, it's never always going to fit every single individual. Growing up, the media kind of portrayed women as people who were nurturing, and I had this expectation of having to quiet myself in order to even get what I wanted out of life, because whether it was man or money, it was always, that was the expectation, like that was always the end game.
I don't think that was so much an issue for me, just because I didn't really like look a lot in the media whenever I was younger. My mom didn't really expose me to that, and my mom's a very like body positive person, so she always told me like, your body is your body, you're stuck with what you got, so you might as well like it.
Race definitely has an impact on how women are portrayed through media, because you don't really see like Hispanic women being the main character that is like good and like striving to be the best, going for her achievements.
They have like a lot of different stereotypes. I feel like sometimes it's like the angry black woman, or other times it's like really gorgeous, nice fashion, like doesn't take any shit.
Okay, so my ideal woman is probably about like 5'4"-ish, because I'm like 5'7", so I kind of want to feel like I'm tall, so 5'4" is like the cutoff height.
She's gonna be like 6'4", so we can produce average sized kids.
I don't really have an ideal woman. I guess it's just like whatever I happen to find and enjoy at the time. Obviously like I'm single, so that means that like none of my ideal women have worked out in my head,
Well, I like brunettes. I guess average height, I don't really care. I mean, I want to be taller than them.
Okay, so my ideal woman, of any like creed, color, religion, I don't really base off of that. I guess a little shorter than me or taller. I don't really know. Smart to a degree.
She's brown skinned and she has curly hair.
And like profession, it really doesn't matter whatsoever also. Like, I don't know, like as long as she's not doing something dumb, but like that goes for anybody.
Some kind of Hispanic, but like the cool Hispanics, not like from Mexico, no offense to Mexico.
And can cook. That's what you gotta eat. I can say the media influence like how I wouldn't ideal the perfect woman, I guess, per se.
Say the media has influenced my idea of a perfect woman. I'd say probably because when I was smaller, we didn't really go to the movies that much, but we did see a lot of Dominican movies, and it's all Hispanic women in those movies. And I did find them attractive, so that's probably where that started.
Media has influenced what I think my perfect woman is, you know, like obviously like in physical ways, you know, it has described like, you know, like a curvaceous woman who is like, you know, obviously attractive, intelligent, funny and all of that stuff, but you know, that's just not how the real world works. Nobody has all the perfect qualities, so you know.
I'd say no, but it is better than it was, I'd say like 10 years ago. I mean, before you couldn't have any women in the show if they weren't like beautiful and acted a certain way. I mean, nowadays there's TV shows with all kinds of women in them, like Amy Schumer, Melissa McCarthy, people like that.
No, because I feel like the standards for women are like unrealistic for the most part. Like for most women, like having like 3 choices and like big behinds and like large extremities, like all that stuff. I just feel like that's blown way out of proportion for the normal.
Like in 2017, I think women are starting to be accepted in different roles in society, but I think ultimately, like what you see, like they're confined to certain areas and like not outside of their stereotypes. Okay, yeah. In the media, there's definitely like stereotypes for women, obviously. Like for example, black women, like you really only see them if they're being ghetto or something, like which is completely insane because there's obviously plenty of sophisticated black women around. Yeah, and let's see, like on Twitter, the only women that get glorified is like these like overly sexualized women. And like you don't get to see like normal women at all. Like in magazines, you have models. You don't. They're all airbrushed. Like nobody feels natural.
Absolutely. I mean, like I watch a lot of sports, and a lot of the commercials feature like women in really scantily clad clothing, and then you know they're a bunch of cheerleaders. They're just on the sidelines twerking, gyrating, like basically for no pleasure. It's really kind of weird.
I say the media is harder on women.
The media is easily harder on women.
As far as image-wise, I feel like media is way harder on women. Like I said, just how they project like models and stuff like that.
With women, it's kind of like, oh man, she showed a little part of her nipple, call the police, and then the police are like, wow, she really did that.
I think the only thing that the media can do differently to like cast accurate people in accurate roles, you know, specifically towards entertainment.
I think they could use women of all body types and all colors and everything in different roles in movies.
The media needs to stop judging people by appearances and stereotypes. It needs to start judging people by like their actions and like things that they do instead.
I think they just need to be like an equal matter, no sexualizing, just like very normal and simple type of media. And I think that would be a good progress along with the new like women's empowerment movement as well.
Oh yeah, as a black dude, I've definitely been misrepresented through the media. For example, in school, nobody expects me to be smart.
As a black person, I feel like I've definitely been misrepresented in the media. I feel like black people are usually seen as loud and crazy or like thugs.
You don't really
see a lot of like half white, half Mexican in the media. I feel a lot more you see like full on like Mexican, like the whole Mexican stereotype, like lazy, doesn't want to work.
A lot of people think that Mexican males have to all be handy and they don't have to like be super masculine.